Hello YouTube, Wildcat Piper coming from my kitchen. Today I purchased a new Zippo. It is, I plead that it's got a gun there. I believe it's to represent, I plead the second for our Second Amendment. We all know how important that is to us. And so it's a brand new lighter, just purchased it today from my brick and mortar. And I wanted to show you how I set the lighter up. Now, to be fair, the idea that I have, I believe comes from Stuff and Things. I watched it many years ago, and I'm not sure who had it. So if I'm giving the wrong person the credit, I apologize. But his video kind of showed how he sets up his lighter, and I really like how he did it. So I thought, well, I got a new one, so maybe I will show you how I do it as well. So I'm going to rearrange the camera, and I'll be right back, all right? Okay, welcome back. I just wanted to show you a little bit about what you might need or might want to get. If you've got some needle nose pliers, they could really come in handy and be helpful to you to picking out. So I would try to do that. But I tried to use things that you would have in your around your pipe table, your pipe desk, wherever you want to smoke your pipes. And usually everybody has either a pipe nail as their pipe tool or an actual pipe tool. So I grabbed both of these, figuring that you guys would have one. Main thing is just to make sure that you have a end there that's sharp enough to scoop and also good enough to tap stuff down. Okay, so anyway, here's a little closer look at the new Zippo I got. I plead the Second Amendment. So I love Zippos. I like the nostalgia of them, and I really like them a lot. So, but anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to take off this little end, and what you can use if you don't have thin enough pliers is you can just use your the lid of your Zippos, but just be careful when you go to unloosen it that you don't bend it or anything. Hang on just a second. I gotta pull it back here to where I can see because I'm trying to do this for you guys and I can't see. So, okay, now that I got that loose, this is very important. As you are loosening this, it's going to get looser and looser, and this is a spring. So you want to make sure, as you can tell, I've got my finger on it, applying pressure all the time, even as I loosen it. And I just kind of, every once in a while, just kind of give a little tug. Okay, there, I felt it release. So see, there's the spring. What you don't want to do is lose control of that, because that sucker could shoot all over the room and then you got problems. But so you'll take the spring out, and the other thing that you want to make sure you get is the flint. And right there, that is the flint, okay? So you're going to set these two things aside so you don't lose them. I really recommend that you use a cloth when you do this so that things don't roll around on you, okay? The next thing you're going to do, and this is a great place for this the spike on the pipe tool, is you want to take this little backing off. It's this felt backing, and it works great sticking it in that hole. But just however you can manage, just get that felt topping on. And now, as you look in here, you can see all the wadding. The cotton wadding in there, and that's got to come out. So you can pull that out. You want to set that aside because you're definitely going to be putting this back in, and you want to pull this out, set it all aside. As you can see, the reason why I do this is a great picture of it. We're just now seeing I'm sorry, I had that off camera. You can just now see the wick right there. And you want to make sure when we get done, that wick will be all the way up here to the top, okay? So just continue to take out the wadding until you're clear down to the bottom. All right? Carefully, and I do mean carefully, better idea is I've been starting to do this, is grab your little wick here pull it up just past the end and fold it over. That's going to keep it from pulling through, because you want to kind of pull on this a little bit to get that all stretched out. See how that, I'm sorry guys, I keep pulling that away from you. But you want to make sure that that's all stretched out. See how this is all stretched out again. If you didn't see me, I flipped and bent over the wick here so that it wouldn't pull through. Okay, and I'll show you how we'll reset that here in just a second. All right, so the first thing I want to do now is I want to take my first wicking, the packing, cotton packing is, let's put that back in there. You see it there as such, and you can grab your pipe tool and you can begin tapping it down, okay? See how that's all down there? All right, now what you want to do is you want to bend your wick over. Hold that with your finger, and then you can take your pipe tool a little bit and just tap down. Make sure that that wick is kind of nicely set in there like that. Okay? Then, remember we have that hooked over here, so release that. So now you're up too high, and you can pull this down just a smidge down to where, I don't know where you guys like it, but pull it to the length you like it. You might have to re-tap the cotton down, tap that back down. Then you can fold your wick back over as such, like that. And then you're going to take some more cotton backing there, and you're going to put that down there nice and tight. Okay, that automatically just kind of fold over. Go ahead and let it do that. Basically what you're wanting to do is do a zigzag effect from the bottom all the way to the top. This last piece, what I'm going to do, because I want some in the behind that post as well as in front of that post, so I'm just going to lengthen this one out like this. Okay, put that in there nice and tight. Work it behind that post, and I'll tell you what, these guys that do these videos this way can work on pipes. I don't know how you guys do it. Okay. Make sure that post is clear like that. Okay, so that basically tells you how it all should look once you get that all the pipe or the backing in. Okay. If you can get it more behind that post, that would be good, but not really important, because all your wicking's basically in front of that post, so you're good to go. Next thing you want to do is take your, now some people will fill their Zippo up. I like to get it all put back together, okay, before I do that. So I'll put that there. Next thing goes is my flint. Make sure it gets put down in the post there, hole, nicely. Okay, then you want to take your spring, insert the plunger there, and down it goes. Okay, now when you tighten it, make sure you continue to put pressure on that screw. If you let your finger up, that sucker could fly all over the place. Then once you get it tightened down with your hand, what you're going to do is just give it, if you have a little screwdriver, fine. If not, I just use this. Take the cap. You don't want to bear down on it. You just want it snug. Okay? So that takes care of that, but we still need fluid. So what I do next is I go ahead, take a pipe tool, bend that back. Using my finger, I go and then I hold it. And then that gets me right here, my Zippo fluid, and I do 15 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? So then that does that. Let it soak down there nice and good. it up there. Put it back in your thing. Close it. Check it. Okay, and that will burn down a little bit, so your flame will come down some, as you all, those you Zippo users know. That will come down a little bit. And there you go. There you go. That's how I do my Zippos. And the fluid lasts a little longer in there because it's zigzagged back and forth all the way to the end. And so that's good. Plus it comes on quick. I mean, you can light it quick because that fluid is already soaking into the wick just as soon as it hits it. So. But anyway, so that's how I do mine. I hope you guys have a great day. Below some smoke rings in the air. Merry Christmas evening. You all be blessed, and I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you later now.